Street Scents. What's going on, everybody? Al here. Street Scents. Today I have Gucci Intense Oud. I'm on the streets with
Deepak.
Deepak.
Hey, how's it going, Al?
Now, Deepak is the guy that I ran into. Well, I was at a restaurant eating, right? Five Guys.
Five Guys.
And tell a story.
So I'm at Five Guys, and I look over, and I'm like, "Is that Al from Street Scents?" And it can be odd because approaching people from the internet. So I go over to Al, and I'm like, "I don't want to disturb your meal, but you look like Al from Street Scents." And Al was kind enough to say, like, yeah, he did acknowledge me, and we had a good talk. And then I did run into him later in a while too. So that's how we met.
And here we are on Street Scents.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love, this is not the first time actually.
Yeah.
I ran into a guy that was in a Street Scents video of mine this past summer.
Okay.
He was in the Creed Aqua Original Mediterranean video.
Yeah, very
I don't know
nice.
if you saw the video, but check it out if you get a chance.
Yeah.
He started that video and I ran into him in a designer store. I was at Macy's,
Yeah.
and he came up to me and he's like, oh, and we became friends, and I had him on, and here we are again.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. I love meeting people in public, on the streets.
It's a small world.
And I love having him on Street Scents.
Yeah, absolutely.
You ever think you're going to be on Street Scents?
No, but I'm glad to be on it now.
And I know you're a big fragrance guy. When we
Yeah.
spoke off camera,
Yeah.
you tell me about all the fragrances you had, your collection, and
Yeah, I have a decent collection, probably not as large as Al's, but I would say it's a small collection. I do sell some decants on eBay, so if you guys do want to check me out, it's called Decants by D. That's my username.
okay.
Just mention Al's name, and then I'll hook you guys up.
There you go. There you go. Decants.
Decants by D.
Decants by D.
Yeah.
Like B-Y-D.
Yeah, just as it's spelled, Decants by D. Nothing fancy, just one word.
Okay.
And that's my username. And we carry a lot of stuff that Al reviews, a lot of stuff that other people review too. So I just like fragrances. So.
High-end niche stuff, or
We have high-end
everything?
stuff. We have your low-end Armaches. We have your high-end Acqua di Parmas. We got some cool Guerlains.
Okay. Okay. Keep going.
I think right now what we recently got is a really crisp, so crisp batch of Royal Oud.
Really?
The cedar is like just tight.
Really?
So it's a good batch of Royal Oud, I think. We've got more Aventus coming in, obviously. People love Aventus.
Aventus, okay. How's the Aventus going? Probably moving like crazy, right?
Aventus moves a lot, but just like there's so many variations. Like you get the obviously the connoisseur is chasing the Z01.
Z01, yes.
Chasing the
Yes.
smoky Z01,
Yeah.
and it's really hard to get. And it's probably gonna be vaulted by Creed. They probably will. I don't know. Maybe Louis can tell us more about the Z01, but Aventus moves a lot.
Yeah.
People
yeah.
like it.
Of course.
People like it a lot.
All right. Awesome. So.
Yeah. So thanks for having me on, Al. I really appreciate it.
Nah, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. Now today you're gonna smell Gucci Intense Oud. I know you're feeling. I'm not gonna ask you if you're.
I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen it in the real world. I've seen a lot of people talk about it.
Okay.
And you have your, so I'm kind of excited to smell this.
All right. Awesome. You ever smell Black Afgano?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
By Nasomatto.
Nasomatto.
Yeah, Nasomatto.
How about Versace Homme Oud Noir?
I have not smelled that black bottle, right? I have not smelled.
And what about Oud Wood by Tom Ford?
I have smelled Oud Wood by Tom Ford.
All right. Just want to throw a little couple something
Yeah.
at you. So let's see what you think about this.
You want this one?
Whatever you want. Okay. 2 sprays.
Yeah. I hate when people do like a little tiny squirt, and you should spray full.
Yeah, I wear my fragrances
Yeah.
heavy. Everybody knows me. I wear my fragrances, and he's not rubbing it in.
I learned that from Al. I remember the guy who sprayed the Roadster, and he started.
Oh
rubbing
yeah, oh
it.
man. There's a lot of that. A lot of people
Yeah.
rubbed it in. So what does that make you think of? What do you get out of that?
It's definitely a masculine scent. Like this is not gonna. I don't think any woman can rock this in any situation. I definitely think this is more night. You can wear it on the day. Probably a more. Actually, you could wear this in the spring too, because it's not really heavy. I think it's on the lighter side.
Okay.
You have the oud, of course, in there. Right
Okay.
off the top, you get the oud.
Do you get Black Afgano in there at all? To me, it smells like Black Afgano meets Versace Parfum meets Oud Wood.
I can say it's probably.
Not as strong as
I
Black
always smell-
Afgano.
I don't think has the cannabis or the hashish note of.
No,
but,
that-
but the
yeah.
middle note, what Black Afgano becomes after 2 minutes. So I can see that coupled with Oud Wood. I think that's a good. I think that's a genuine description of it. Yeah, it's nice. And I'm not sure, like, I know a lot of the oud fragrances are quite expensive.
Yes.
Usually they're very expensive. I don't think this is, I don't know
No.
how much this is, so.
You can get this, a lot of people ask me where to get this. You can get this at Notino.com for a great price.
Okay.
You ever hear of Notino?
Yeah, I have heard of them. I think they carry a lot of cool products there.
They have designer, niche, all kind of fragrances. They used to be beautyspin.com.
Yeah.
Now Notino.com. I'll put a link down below in the description. Click on there. Get your hands on this. If you like Black Afgano, if you like Versace Homme Oud Wood, Versace Homme Oud Noir, or Tom Ford Oud Wood, this is like all three of those in one.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to get into oud.
I'm sorry, go.
Oh, I think it's a good way to get into oud because a lot of the Arabian stuff, you don't want to really, kind of wear that heavy. No, I think this is lighter, on the lighter side, gives you an intro to oud.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, oud. Back in the days when I used to hear the word oud, I used to say I can't mess with oud.
It's too like regal and very heavy.
The name just like
foreign.
The name just threw me off. I was like, I'm not wearing it. It's oud. But then when Royal Oud came out, I wore Royal Oud and I was like, wait a minute, you know what? Let me start getting into oud, and then Oud Wood and so on and so forth. So now I can rock oud fragrances.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. It's a very polarizing oud can be.
Yes,
so I think this can be a good intro for people.
Oh yeah. This is not as smack you in the face as Black Afgano. Black Afgano is very strong and like hardcore.
Yeah, you need to be someone particular to wear.
This is a little bit more toned. I mean, it reminds me of Black Afgano, but it's not Black Afgano. There's no like that hashish
cannabis note is not there. Yeah, but I do see, and right now, like as it's evaporated or dried down a little bit, I do get your oud wood, like the base of the oud.
Yeah. It's silky smooth kind of.
Yeah, it sits nice.
It sits nice, right?
It sits nice.
What do you give it 1 out of 10?
I would give it an 8.
An 8?
An 8, yeah.
Is that a good rating?
Yeah, I think it's a good scent. I usually, if I give, on my personal scale, if I see a 7 or above, I will buy it.
Okay. So would you buy this?
Yeah, I would. I've actually, I heard, like I said, I heard of this. I just got an opportunity to smell it. It smells really nice, and I will check it out on Notino. Hopefully, they have a good deal going on. And they're relatively close by to us, so it makes it convenient when they ship out products. It comes out fast.
Oh, they're very fast shipping.
Yeah, they're fast.
New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, you're gonna get it right away.
Yeah, you're gonna get it fast.
One thing about Notino, they don't play with shipping.
Yeah.
Fast as hell.
Yeah. Usually the next day it's out, and then you get it in like 2 or 3 days for the most part.
Yeah. Shipping on Notino, I respect that. I'm not gonna say any other fragrance companies because other ones are slower and you have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I never had a problem with Notino.
Yeah,
so
that's usually good.
Once again, the link will be down below. Check it out. It's a great. They have a great price on Notino. It's a great fragrance. I think Gucci is back. I mean, Gucci kind of fell off a little bit. People were saying, Gucci fell off. I mean, after Tom Ford left, their releases were kind of like, iffy. I like the way Gucci Guilty Pour Homme smelled personally.
Yeah.
Now some people disliked it.
Yeah.
But I like the way it smelled. I know they had the flankers, Gucci Guilty Intense and Black, but they all smell similar, like the original Gucci Guilty.
It has the same DNA.
Yeah. And then Gucci Made to Measure and so on and so forth. But this, they're back.
And then the one, what's the other
There's another one now called Gucci Guilty Absolute.
Yeah.
That's another one. That's a future street scents.
Back to back, right?
Yeah, back to back.
They're coming out.
They're coming back. So for fragrance lovers like ourselves and anybody watching, Gucci is back. Anything else you want to share?
No, I just want to thank Al for having me on here. I think Al's a good reviewer. He's not polarized as some people are, and some people have a very a unique nose. I think Al also has a unique nose, but he caters to for a lot of people can understand what that fragrance can be without actually smelling it. So I think Al does a good job. Definitely subscribe and like his channel.
Thank you so much. Hey, it's crazy. You're out there and you meet people like that. I actually appreciate that. I love when I get to meet people and talk about fragrances and just share my passion. Yeah, and it's like, you go from being someone you see, while you're I maybe when I'm eating food, I'll watch some fragrance reviews here and there, just trying to scope out new fragrances. And I see Al, and he's at the same joint. I'm like, and then you actually see he is a real person. He's out there, just he has the same appreciation for something, like I like too, like fragrances. So I appreciate that. I respect. I like it. I like it that you like fragrances. I'm back. I want to apologize. We had some technical difficulties around the 10-minute marker. The camera cut off. The camera just cut off while we were filming the Gucci Intense Oud Street Scents episode. I had some more things I wanted to say, so here's the conclusion to the video, the ending. Gucci Intense Oud, 2016 release. Gucci is back, like we said in the video. Gucci is back. If you're trying to get into oud, this is a great starter fragrance for you. I know the word oud can be offsetting. Myself, back in the days, whenever I heard oud, I was turned off. I couldn't really get into oud. I thought, just the word threw me off. So I really didn't wear any oud fragrances for many years. Then Creed Royal Oud came out, and I tried it, and I fell in love with it, and I started wearing more oud fragrances. So if you're going to get into oud, this is a great starter right here. This fragrance opens up like Nasomatto Black Afgano. It reminds me of Nasomatto Black Afgano. It's just like I said in the Nasomatto Black Afgano Street Scents episode. It's like you're walking in a forest. It's nighttime, the stars are out, you're walking in a forest. It just finished raining outside. You stop at a nice, remote, quiet area, you make a little fire, you burn some incense. The smell of the smoke from the fire and the incense combines in the air with the wet earth, kind of damp earth scent, the aroma. That's what you're going to get out of the opening. It's dark, it's mysterious. Smoky, incense, earthy kind of smell. Now, after 15-20 minutes, that goes to the background, and the smell of the earth, the woods come. The soft, silky wood smell from the oud wood comes forward. It joins the party. It joins the smoke, the incense, and it takes over. The smoke incense goes to the background, the silky smooth wood comes forward, and it's all in the air, and it's an intoxicating aroma. That's what you're going to get out of this fragrance. It lasts longevity, I'm going to say 8+ hours with a good solid 3 hours projection, but after 3 hours it's still projecting, but not as far as it was. So it's still projecting, and like when you turn right to left or you're in motion, you're going to get a whiff of this amazing juice. Season, I'm going to say fall, winter, and spring night. I don't really see you wearing this in the summer. The opening is really strong. So we're going to stick with fall, winter, and spring nights. Overall, it's a solid fragrance. I give it a 9. I give it a solid 9. It's a nice, intoxicating, mysterious fragrance that will get you a lot of compliments. I know my guest, Deepak, gave it an 8. I want to say thank you for Deepak. It was crazy. I was at Five Guys with my friends. I was eating, and Deepak came up to me. He recognized me, and we had a nice conversation. And then the funny thing is, I ran into Deepak again, like a month later, and we set something up. So he was my guest on the Gucci Intense Oud Street Scents. Thanks for stopping by, Deepak. It was an awesome time. We had a great time shooting the video and just talking about fragrances. He's a subscriber of mine, as well as many other reviewers out there. He's a big time into fragrances. So if you want to see Deepak come back, comment down below. Let me know. I'll try to get him back in the near future. This fragrance can be bought at Notino.com. A lot of people ask me, where can you buy this fragrance? I did a video, a scent of the day video, featuring this fragrance. And a lot of people were asking me, sending me emails and saying, where can you buy this? Notino.com has it. I'm going to put the link down below. I said it in the video. I'm going to say it again. Notino.com has it for under $100 for 90 ml. That's a great price. Under $100 for niche quality juice, EDP concentration. If you're interested, Notino.com has it ready, and they ship fast. They ship fast. Let me tell you, they ship super fast, like flash. If you live in the New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, you'll get the fragrance lightning fast. At least my experiences with them, every fragrance I've received from Notino, lightning fast. So there you have it. That's my conclusion to the Gucci Intense Oud Street Scents episode. A great fragrance if you want to get into oud. It's not like your typical smack you in the face, like harsh oud. This is real nice, smooth, mysterious, takes you on a journey, hits you from different angles, has a bunch of different things going on there, which I respect and I really appreciate. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Street Scents. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. I want to say follow me on Instagram at Street Scents. If you have any questions, send me an email at fragrancefanatic1@yahoo.com. Comment down below. Please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel if you have not. And rate the video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Once again, Instagram, Street Scents.
Gucci Intense Oud. Gucci is back. Gucci is back. Look out for new Street Scent videos. Another Gucci video coming real soon. It's going to be Gucci Guilty Absolutes. Look out for that. Mansira, Sidra Boise Street Scents. Mugler, Amen, Crypto Mint Street Scents. Dior Homme Sport 2017 Street Scents. I'm going to have some new faces, some familiar faces. I'm going to try to bring back an all-star, Street Scents all-star. And I'm going to do some collaborations with some other reviewers out there. From YouTube reviewers, we're going to do some collaborations. It's going to be really cool. So I got a lot of things lined up. I'm excited. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.